So here in front of me is the LEGO Mini Disney Aladdin's Palace of Agrabah. I've got a couple of the other Disney mini builds. We're gonna compare them all. We're gonna rank them amongst each other, and we're gonna talk about whether this is a purchase and whether it's better than these other ones or not. On the details real quick, this is actually the smallest set of all of the Disney palaces. This is gonna be 506 total pieces. The LEGO Disney Mini Castle is gonna come in at the second smallest build at 567 pieces. The Mini Disney Haunted Mansion is going to be the largest via piece count at 680 total pieces. And then the only one that I don't have here yet is going to be the Mini Disney Ariel's Castle. That one is going to be the third smallest at 557 total pieces. Now, I haven't built the Ariel's Disney Castle yet, so I can't really compare it to these three here. So let's talk the Palace of Agrabah. You've got some really beautiful detail in this set. You've got the green trees going around here. You have these big, awesome gold domes, which are probably my highlight on the set. You got these really cool circular white pillars coming up on the castle itself. You do have a really nice printed piece right here in the center of the castle. You got like a bridge going across here that kind of connects these different columns together, which is nice. Really cool little stairwell going up to the main entrance, and then you've got this nice teal door here where if you press up at the top, it'll swing open from the bottom. The highlight to the castle obviously is going to be this brick built magic carpet. You've got to have your magic carpet if you have an Aladdin set. And then you also have the genie's lamp, again, something you cannot miss. But there's one thing that is not in here that you kind of have to have as well, in my mind. And that is an Aladdin minifigure. Where is the minifigure in this set? How in the world did that get missed? I'm assuming they left the minifigure out because of cost. All of the Disney castles are gonna come in at a $39.99 price point, so they're trying to squeeze it into that $39.99 price point to get consistency around the mini builds. But still, you kind of have to have an Aladdin minifigure. So in my mind, they probably should have priced it up just a little bit, $5, make it a $44.99 set or something along those lines. But you have to have Aladdin when you have the Palace of Agrabah, especially considering that with the Mini Disney Castle, which is a beautiful build, you've got, of course, Mickey. And then obviously on the Haunted Mansion, you're getting a butler on the Haunted Mansion. And then Ariel's Castle isn't here, but you do get an Ariel mini doll, which I'm not really super excited the fact that this Ariel's Castle comes with a mini doll, but they did at least put Ariel in there, which I got to give LEGO a hand for that. But nothing on the Palace of Agrabah, so that's really disappointing. I think that was a miss on LEGO's part. But where would I rank these three castles? If you had to choose between all three of these, which one should you pick up? So in my mind, the Haunted Mansion is going to come in at the number 3 slot. This is actually discounted 40% right now on lego.com. So if you haven't picked it up, that kind of makes it a little bit more worth it than some of these other castles. But as far as from a build perspective, in my mind, it just wasn't as enjoyable as these other two. Doesn't look nearly as good from a display point as these other two do. You do have some nice interior detail in the Haunted Mansion, which you don't get as much of in the Palace of Agrabah. But all in all, this is going to come in at number 3 for me. The Palace of Agrabah, where would I rank this one? This is going to come in at the number 2 slot for me. Really nice build. I love the gold. I love the look, but the minifigure was a big miss, as I said. So I can't put this up at the top. This is going to be number 2. There's not a lot of interior detail on this either. So number 2 is where this one's going to come in. And then the one that I still think is the best and that you should purchase 100% is going to be the LEGO Mini Disney Castle. This set is absolutely amazing. It's got some really cool printed pieces. It's got some really cool interior detail as well. You still do have some of the gold. It's not quite the regular gold like you see on the Palace of Agrabah, which is disappointing, but it still looks great. The blue looks great. You get Mickey Mouse in the minifigure form, which is awesome. So for $39.99 across the board, this is going to be the best bang for your buck, in my opinion. It's going to display the best and is the funnest build out of all three of these. So coming back to the Palace of Agrabah, because this is kind of what we're reviewing here in this video, what would I rate this set? I would give it a 7 out of 10, but I'm not going to because there's no Aladdin minifigure. So I'm going to give this a 6 out of 10. It's a really good build. It's going to display really nicely. It goes along well with the other mini Disney castles. but it's just missing in that one area in my opinion. So 6 out of 10. If you're an Aladdin fan, you'll enjoy this set. If you're a Disney fan, I think you have to have this one as well. But outside of that, there's nothing super elaborate about it. It's not an overly complicated build, but it's just a fun, enjoyable build that makes a good display piece. So that's my thoughts on the Palace of Agrabah and these other Disney castles and my ranking. Throw a like on the video if you enjoyed it, and I will see you in the next video.